Hi, everybody. I'm here with my daughters. No, I'm sorry. All right, thought we'd break the ice a little bit. So, anyways, I just had to share with them. I wanted to share with them what I learned about the significance of Friday the 13th. And they were like, yeah, let's videotape this. So, that's what we're going to attempt to do. And, of course, I'm very shy right now.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Such
Yeah.
a knack.
All right, but I was talking to my sisters earlier today.
Okay.
And it's one of my other sister's birthday. Happy birthday, sis. You know who you are. Okay. And,
Huh?
and I was thinking about, her birthday being on the 13th. And then it hit me. Oh, wait a minute. Today's Friday the 13th.
Okay.
She might be feeling a certain type of way right now.
You know that is actually right.
So then I was like, okay, but a lot of people don't realize that the 13th is actually not a bad number,
Yeah.
Especially being that, it's made to sound like it's all gory
Evil.
and scary. Yeah, evil. And every time you think of Friday the 13th, what's the
Think of
first thing?
Halloween.
Yeah, what else do you think of?
Witches.
I think of the fact that
Curses.
it's Friday and tomorrow's Saturday.
Okay, so us old school people, we think of the Freddy Krueger.
Oh, Freddy
duh.
Krueger.
Look, didn't even cross our minds.
Look,
Do we know who Freddy Krueger?
Is he the one with the mask? I think so. I don't know.
He's
Oh wait,
the one with the
no.
claws.
Someone had long nails.
Yeah,
Yep.
that's right. Y'all playing with Mortal Kombat? Don't y'all play with Mortal Kombat?
We never used Freddy Krueger.
Oh, really?
No, he's
But
probably
he's on there, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
he is?
He's like a special character or whatever.
Oh, I'm good without him.
So, so then I was like, let me look at the significance of Friday the 13th. So, so of course I'm going to make a post about it later, but let's just share what I've learned so far.
What is the significance of 13?
Okay. So, this is so exciting. No.
Okay.
So, Friday the 13th was considered the day of the goddess. It was considered a day to worship the divine feminine that lives in all of us and to honor the cycles of creation and death and rebirth.
Oh. Creation, death, rebirth.
Yeah.
3 cycles, or 3 different aspects of the cycle.
Mm-hmm. But dealing with the divine feminine, that's like wow. That was a big wow for me.
It's like,
Okay.
why would anybody want to suppress this?
Really,
Drop it.
Janine? Drop it. Okay. Also, it says Friday the 13th was considered a very powerful day to manifest, honor, creativity, and to celebrate beauty, wisdom, and nourishment of the soul.
That sounds
That
wonderful.
means you need to sit in front of the mirror and look at yourself.
And say, I am amazing. I'm awesome. I am so fantastic. Oh my god, I just love myself. Like, look at my skin. Look at my smile. You just go into yourself. You just love yourself. Okay, continue.
Okay. And also, Friday is called Venus Day. And
Wait, hold up. You're saying that Fridays,
Friday, the day Friday,
Mm-hmm.
is Venus Day.
every Friday.
Every Friday.
Hold up.
Wow, that's wild.
People, we should take this into consideration. Venus is the planet, the goddess of love, prosperity.
Yeah, the goddess on the
Romance.
mountaintop. Venus was.
Oh my god!
She
Singing.
got it.
Oh!
Yeah, baby, she's got it.
This is important. If I had known this, I would be asking for love every
Friday.
Friday.
Like, hey, I need to remember to love myself today. It's a new week.
Well,
coming up.
when you think of it, we kind of do anyways. Because what happens when Friday comes? Everybody's chill. They want to relax. Sit
No,
back.
usually when Friday comes, people are like, oh, it's the weekend, I need to party.
Okay.
And they look like, where's my paycheck?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's half of
So
Venus, but yeah.
yeah. So Friday is Venus Day, and we all know that Venus is the epitome of feminine energy.
Mm-hmm.
All right, now let's talk about the 13, what the number 13 represents.
Okay.
So it says that 13 is a number with a very strong symbolism and has great power. And I feel that. I really, really feel that.
Mm-hmm.
So,
It's the combined energy of numbers 1 and 3.
are you going to say
That's
that?
important.
Yeah. Are you going to say
Say
that
it
louder?
It's a combined energy of the numbers 1 and 3.
Exactly. So, what is number 1 stand for? What does number 3 stand for? So,
And
number
what are they
1.
combined?
You want some chocolate?
So, number 1 has a vibration of new ideas, new beginnings, progress, individuality. Number 1 is also the number of achievement and optimism. It's the number of leadership and taking the initiative. That's,
And that's
number
1.
1.
Whew.
That's a
Okay.
lot.
Okay.
Yeah.
And now number 3.
Number
See how they
3
balance each other out.
symbolizes passion, motivation, optimism, self-expression, inspiration.
So they really do balance each other out.
Yep. It's also a number of the Ascended Masters, and it's about your spiritual ability to create. That's number 3.
Well, isn't it just so wonderful how they turned such a powerful day into something so terrible?
Okay.
That's
And it's
yeah.
not like it comes around often. It's
No.
like you got a Friday the 13th. What? How often is it?
Oh, it's not that often. But
it
that's
like-
that was in an article. It doesn't come that often.
No.
So when it does come, it's got this. It's just extra potent.
Remember, didn't we have one like last year? Was it last
Yeah,
year?
we did have one
We
last year.
And it was in October, right?
Ooh,
Was
You
it?
go, girl.
I feel like it
yeah,
was.
I think it was. Yeah.
Because it was around, we knew that Halloween was coming up.
Yeah.
I remember being so excited about Friday the 13th. I was like, I'm going to manifest all kinds of stuff.
And there you go, and that's the key. So it says that this number is a message of being supported by the divine feminine energy. It announces the ending of old cycles and the beginning of new ones. It encourages you to be patient and think positive.
Which is something we should be doing right now during this
Yep.
pandemic. Please get those.
But let's just take a moment to realize that if there is a quarantine of any kind, that means we get to be on vacation.
Okay, we haven't even got to that point yet.
I'm just saying.
Let's
We're
deal
just-
with
Yeah,
let's deal with
that out
number
there
1.
now.
yeah.
Let's
we're
deal
just-
with
we're
number
just
1
giving
and
a
number.
brief disclosure.
Okay, so what it also says is that when these numbers are blended together. Now, I want to backtrack a little bit because I think it's important to remember what it says. It announces the ending of old cycles and the beginning of new ones.
Yeah.
Ending of old cycles, beginning of new ones. All right, so when blended together, these numbers contain information about your power to manifest your desires by using your thoughts to attract specific outcomes. Ooh.
I'm excited.
And it's also about our ability to manifest our desires by aligning ourselves with source energy.
Repeat that again.
It is also about our ability to manifest our desires by aligning ourselves with source energy. So this is the power behind 13 is about manifestation.
I think it's interesting that, it's a feminine
Speak
energy.
up, speak up.
I feel it's interesting. It's a feminine energy represented by Venus that aligns you with Source, Creator, Ancient One,
To
God.
give birth.
Ain't
Birth
that
to
something?
new
So much in there
ideas.
right there.
Yeah. Birth to new ideas. Birth to, like getting rid of the old and taking on the new.
Mm-hmm.
And today it's like a platform that kind of just boosts you there.
So it's like you take a balloon, it's deflated, and you decide to give it air. And that way, when you let it go, that air is going to spread everywhere. Did that make sense?
Yes, it did.
Okay, that's good.
Yes,
I
it
like the
did.
balloon.
So, what I want to talk about is how, let's think about this in terms of what's happening today, right now, in our current situation, you know? Yeah, our president actually went online and expressed to everybody that, what is it? Today is a national,
Oh, I missed that part. national
I
what?
forgot what is it called. But anyways,
A global pandemic?
yeah, well, because of the global pandemic, it's a national emergency
Yeah.
or something like that. Anyway, so it's a natural emergency. So because of that, but all days to do it. He could have done this yesterday.
True.
He could have done this
The day before.
the day before.
I mean, yesterday he even put out a little excerpt and saying, "Hey, we are paying attention. We know what's happening. We are on top of it." Today, he had himself and other people, other companies come forward and get their input and let everybody know that we're working together, or they are working together.
And you know what just hit me? I'm curious. How many people were on that panel?
40, I think is what he said.
Yeah, 40. But how many showed up and was on the actual
Stage?
Yeah, on the stage. That's interesting.
Ooh, I'm gonna look that up while you.
Yeah.
Going.
But so you were saying earlier, Jovine, about the whole quarantine thing. So what happens if it just happens that we go to the quarantine? What do you think about
quarantined?
Yeah.
I think for the most part it'll be fine. You just need to make sure you have at least a month's worth of food and water. Don't get toilet tissue. You're not eating
We can't
the
not talk
toilet
about
paper. It's not like you don't double use it as napkins. That's not how toilet paper works. You don't need a lifetime supply of toilet paper. You just need
For a month
food and
or
water.
2 weeks.
And don't rely so heavily on frozen food too. You can get fresh stuff and then just
Can it,
lightly
pickle
cook it, can it, bag it and freeze it. You could do your own frozen stuff that way.
Very true.
Yeah.
So,
But honestly, I think we'll be fine. At the end of the day, it would be a good way to jumpstart some kind of reset for the economy. Because if we're quarantined to our homes and we have to stay inside the whole time, people can't really work.
Right.
Nobody's going to be buying health insurance or whatever. So even if you can work from home, there's really no work to be done.
And the
If
thing is
anything.
not to panic about this either, because
Keep a
a
level
lot
head.
of people are panicking. Oh my God, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do for work?
Yeah.
How am I gonna pay my bills?
People
Blah,
are like,
blah,
how am I
blah,
going to
blah,
pay my
whatever,
bills?
whatever.
But obviously, I think our country would know that if people are at home and can't work, they can't make money, so there's no money to pay your rent and whatnot. So there has to be some kind of reprieve from it. Something to help aid with that. Because obviously people aren't going to be able to make ends meet if they can't work.
Yeah.
So honestly, at the end of the day, I think we're in good hands. People need to stop panicking, calm down, get out your computers, your smartphones, do your own research, look it up. Stop sitting here listening to all these ugly, big-headed people behind some recorded TV talking about, oh my gosh, a global pandemic, coronavirus. Go to your local pharmacies and get your flu shots. Inject yourself with all this stuff.
Okay, calm down, relax.
Yeah, I'm
Whoa,
fine.
whoa,
I'm just
whoa,
saying, stop giving into the fear mongering. Just be smart. Sit, relax and do your research.
Keep a level head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The worst thing you can do is panic.
Yes.
We've all seen the movies.
That's right. And especially because today is a day of manifestation. Think about what that panicking is doing.
Yeah.
What are you manifesting by panicking in that way? What are we manifesting in thinking the worst? You will literally attract that to you.
Yeah.
So during this time, change up your energy.
'Cause
don't think the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The more energy
think-
you put into something, that's what's gonna come to you.
And think more positively. You want to draw all the positive things that you could possibly draw to you. So what if you go into quarantine? That means that you have more time to actually do some things that
have
you
a mini
enjoy.
vacation.
Yes, a mini vacation. Like, what are we already? Look, Jovine's already planning out stuff for us. What
Yeah,
are
so
we
the
doing?
first few days we're gonna deep clean our apartment, and then we're gonna have a period of rest where we just sleep and relax, enjoy ourselves.
Hang
And
out.
then we have a giant puzzle we have to finish.
Oh yeah.
We have painting we can do. We can make fun things for the house. We can do each other's nails. We can have makeovers. We can do spa
Write some
treatments for
articles.
each other. Write
Yeah.
books. Write articles. Research. I have a baby blanket to finish crocheting. There's a lot of things that people forget we can do. We get so stuck in like the day to day of go to work, do this, do
But you
that, go to the gym.
You
But
forget about yourself.
Exactly.
And if you have
Right.
kids, don't forget, like, the littlest things are entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
true enough.
Oh my gosh.
What
Kids are
can
so
you
fun to
do with
entertain.
a cardboard box,
You can.
let alone 10 of them?
Okay.
I remember that show. What was that show? Where
Oh
they went in the
yeah.
I don't
Oh my
remember,
God, that
man.
was a long time ago.
It was
Something-
some show about these kids. They had a clubhouse, and it
And
was made
out
entirely of cardboard boxes.
And inside it was way bigger. I remember watching
Then the
that.
outside,
cool.
yeah,
Yep.
that was cool.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh,
Actually,
the
yeah.
best thing.
Yeah.
So much fun.
But the thing is, it's time. It's a time to take that opportunity to reflect. Take the opportunity to meditate. To start doing things that you actually wanted to do that you said you never had time to do. And granted, I'm sure Moses was like, but what if I wanted to get out the house and go here or go there or whatever? Okay, I get that. You wanted to travel or whatever. But if you have to be home, what things can you do? You know, what do you need to learn?
Mm-hmm.
What just look at it from that aspect and start to create a better life. As we're thinking of a more positive way of doing things and of thinking and of being, all of that is like coming together as a collective. Like we literally, I mean, we're making such a huge impact just in the very thought of this not being doom and gloom, but this instead setting us off on a different path. And, you know, something that we're not aware of that's happening in the background. Like, hey, look up Nesara, Nesara.
Well, some other things too is like, you know, when was the last time, as the hardworking class of the human race, when was the last time you actually had time to take for yourself?
Mm-hmm.
Especially as adults, we're constantly out there grinding and making money and stuff so we could pay our bills. We come home and we have like, what, 2-3 hours to ourselves? If you have kids, where is your alone time? But now it's like, if we have all this time, you can finally take care of yourself the way you've been needing to take care of yourself. So
I
many
wonder
of us
how
live our
healthy
lives.
people will become
Yes.
just because they had a week or two.
How
a
well
vacation,
rested?
basically.
If you need to go into a sleep coma, honey, go into a sleep coma. Like, just do it. Tell your kids to do it too.
Be like, look, we're all gonna take a long
Long
nap.
nap.
Okay. Don't wake up until mommy wakes up. Okay.
But, you know, so just think about the significance of this being Friday the 13th. It's not gloom and doom. It's actually a rebirth, a chance to change things up, and a chance to use our positive, focused energy to build, to attract a new way of living, a new way of being. That's what this is all about.
And
So-
if you find somebody trying to sell you grams of Purell or one container of Lysol wipes at 50, 60, $100,
Don't
ask
do it.
yourself, is this what I really should be spending my money on? Or can I buy soap and water a lot cheaper?
Yeah, or use soap and water. Yeah,
Mhm.
you know, let's get to the basics. Let's not panic.
Mm-hmm.
Let's think about this from a logical standpoint. I think more people have died. Studies have shown more people have died from the flu
This year alone.
just this year alone than anybody has with the coronavirus that has how many different strains?
Is it 2?
A lot of different strains.
15?
Multiple different.
Yeah,
things.
matter of fact, that whole list, somebody put out a list of saying, oh, there has been a virus almost every election year.
Oh, wow.
All of those are strains of virus, of
Of the
coronaviruses.
Gotta love it. Got to love it.
H1N1, SARS, whatever, they're all strains
Swine
of it.
flu.
So, you know,
That one.
but that comes with doing research.
Yeah.
Gotta know these things for yourself.
Mhm.
All right.
So even the things we're saying, don't take it at face value. Don't accept it just because you know the person or they look nice or they have a nice voice or they sound like they really care. Do the research for yourself. Look it up from multiple sources. We like to trust certain people too much. Boy, get up here. Come on. We like to trust certain people too much, so it's like if we see that one person says it, it's like, oh, that's got to be the truth. They have to be right. No, look it up for yourself. Do the research. The only person that's going to take care of you at the end of the day is yourself. And if you can't even take the time to do research so that you are up to date on what's true and what's not true and you're knowledgeable of the world around you,
Yeah.
then you're giving your power away. I think I was just talking to some people about how we can't keep giving our power away. Like, even in the smallest of things, taking somebody's word over doing our own research to find out what's really happening. Sure, maybe not all of those resources are going to be 100% accurate, may not 100% tell you what's going on. However, A, B, C equals a puzzle piece at the end. So,
Yeah.
at the end, you get the full picture.
Alrighty. Well, I think that's a lot to take in, and hopefully you got something out of this, and we've encouraged you to what?
Do
Do
your
your own
research.
research. Yeah. All right. Nice talking with you, family.
Have fun manifesting.
Yes. Love it.